What is going on, everybody? Chris and Tej, we are back. We are fired up. Sorry we missed you last week. We just decided to do the divisional round and championship Sunday games together for the Pro Bowl because I think Pro Bowl weekend's a little underrated. Especially this year. It's gonna be a fun one with Peyton and Eli, right?
Yeah, they're revamping the whole Pro Bowl weekend now. Flag football game instead of the regular game.
I'm excited for it. I honestly think the flag football thing will be cool with Peyton and Eli. But let's go back. Let's reflect a little bit. We had Chiefs-Jags a couple weeks ago. That turned out to be a pretty good game. Mahomes did get banged up, but he ultimately fought through injury and got the win for the Chiefs. It was tough to see Trev and Doug get the L. I was pulling for them. Their whole Waffle House story and everything. That was so cool. But the Chiefs ended up getting it done like they always do, and they went to their 5th straight AFC Championship game, right in Arrowhead.
It's pretty crazy to think about.
That really is. They're like the next Patriots. Andy Reid, he's figuring it out there, and he's done it in multiple places now. It's going to be an interesting Super Bowl, and we'll get to that. But any final thoughts on Chiefs-Jags?
Yeah, it was tough. Trev, I think, has a bright future.
He does. He definitely does. I agree. I think he's going to be a top 5 quarterback within the next 2 or 3 years, for sure. Eagles-Giants. This is a fun one for us. We got a lot of Eagles fans, and we got a couple of Giants fans as well. Higgy and LaSalle.
Yeah.
You got anything to say to those guys? Your Giants, they let you down.
Yeah, tough loss there. I was pulling for the Giants. I actually might have thrown a little bit of money on the Giants, and they didn't even really make it a close game.
Did not go well for you, but
unfortunate.
Lucky for Higgy and LaSalle, at least Chris lost some money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
At least they got that to laugh about.
Next year, the Giants play the Raiders.
Ooh.
In Vegas. Easy win for the Raiders.
Easy win.
That's all I'll say.
Wow. Well, we'll get there. That'll be a fun game for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a fun game. Then Bengals-Bills, the old Joe Snow game. That was a sick game for him, and that was actually a really cool video. I'm sure you guys all saw that. NFL Network posted that, and it just kind of sums up Joe Cool right there in that video. Joe Snow. And they ended up getting the job done. I think maybe it was just a little too much emotion for the Bills that season, and I think maybe some emotions got the best of them. We saw kind of Stephon Diggs him and Josh Allen were kind of going at it, right?
Yeah, a little dust up on the sidelines.
Yeah, a little dust up. Yeah, I think Diggs only had 2 targets or something, 2 catches for 35.
He only had 35 yards.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to be a lot more involved in the game, but turns out the Bengals, they got the win, and they were talking a lot of trash the week before the AFC Championship game.
They were. Their mayor came out and
That's
said...
That's right. What the hell did he say?
Burrowhead instead of Arrowhead. The Chiefs play at Burrowhead.
Burrowhead. I thought the mayor said something about Burrow being Mahomes' dad or something like that. It was something really strange. Yeah, it was something really strange. It was one of the Chiefs, I think one of their corners or something said the Burrowhead thing.
Yeah.
But that was right. Funny though. I liked that, the whole Burrowhead trash talk, and it's looking like Bengals Chiefs is the real rivalry.
Definitely.
Bengals or Bills Chiefs, it seems the Chiefs, especially in the playoffs, kind of have the Bills number a little bit. I think the real rivalry is Chiefs-Bengals, so we'll be seeing them battle for years.
For sure.
We will. And then that brings us to Cowboys-49ers. Close game. It was, you know, I was actually, as crazy as it sounds, I was pulling for the Cowboys. Like, I really wanted to see the Eagles and the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. I thought that would be such a good game, but they have ended up letting us down, and Dak really just didn't look great. He had 2 picks. And what was Skip doing? What did he do with the jersey?
He was a little mad after the game.
Yeah.
He threw his Dak Prescott jersey in the trash can.
Right in the trash. Oh, man. Just abandoning ship on Dak already. Yeah, I can already hear Skip saying that $160 million and all this. But I don't know. I think they should stick with Dak. I think because he only has 1 year left on his contract, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know what they'll do. We shall see. But that ended up being the story. You know, it's just 49ers, Brock Purdy, and he is something else. You know, he's had a crazy rookie season, and he's taken his team to the NFC Championship game. It is time. Championship Sunday last weekend. That was we had one good game. We had a blowout with the Eagles and 49ers. You know, it really wasn't fair for the 49ers. It seemed like they lost not only their 3rd string, but their 4th string as well. They literally had Christian McCaffrey as their option at quarterback. What did you think, though? Josh Johnson, what did he have, a concussion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brock Purdy, he had, it was like an elbow injury,
Elbow
right?
injury, I think he tore his UCL.
Yeah, they were saying he needs like Tommy John surgery or something. So that sucked. I wanted to see a close game. You know, it was pretty much over in the second quarter, it seems, for the 49ers. But I was excited to see the Eagles win. You know, we're from Philly. We got a lot of Eagles fans, friends, family, and it's just the city's fired up. You know, everyone in Allentown's all hyped about the Eagles. We've done some Eagle chants in bars these last couple of days. It's the energy is absolutely off the hook. We are fired up. And then Greg Olsen, you know, he was kind of the story of that game. You know, he's been doing a good job, you know, analytically. He seems like he really knows a lot about football. What do you think about Greg Olsen and maybe Tom Brady joining the Fox team next year?
Yeah, I think that would be a great duo in the booth. Brady obviously retiring recently. Big news in the NFL world. I was hoping he would come to the Raiders, but that dream is shattered now.
That is shattered. But maybe Rodgers.
Maybe Rodgers. I'm afraid
knows?
it's going to be Jimmy G, honestly, from the reports I've been hearing, which I don't think he's a better quarterback than Carr, but maybe if we can sign him for less money, we can get some other pieces on the team.
Get a better defense at least.
We'll see. Yeah.
But let's focus on right now. So, NFC Championship game was a blowout. AFC Championship game, a lot different. It was pretty close. You know, we had a lot of trash talk, like we said earlier, and you know, Kelsey at the end had the famous interview, the Burrowhead my ass. You know, that was hilarious. That was awesome. Travis Kelsey, shout out to him, bro. He's a character. And his brother Jason, the Eagles center. But let's talk about some controversy, though. What was going on with that?
Refs versus Bengals.
Yep. You heard it here first, guys. Refs versus Bengals. There was what? So there was the block in the back on that punt return.
Yep.
Right?
That should have been a penalty 15 yards back. And then when Mahomes got the penalty near the end.
That was soft.
I think it was a late hit.
It was, but it was soft.
But on that play, there were 2 holds against the Chiefs.
I don't know. I think maybe a lot of Bengals fans out there are saying the game was rigged to make it this Kelsey Bowl or make it the Andy Reid Bowl.
NFL loves the Chiefs.
You as a Raiders fan, I'm sure you know. All about it.
I do know. I hate the Chiefs.
This week, of course, we got the Pro Bowl. We touched on it a little bit. You know, it's going to be exciting with Peyton and Eli. You know, they're going to be coaching. Peyton's coaching the AFC. Eli's coaching the NFC. Peyton already said there's going to be 2-a-days for flag football, so that'll be fun. I'm sure that's going to go well with the players. But last night we had a little precision passing challenge. Carr was lighting it up.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris?
He got the high score. Won it for the AFC. He was looking pretty good in it. But afterwards, Ryan Clark was interviewing him, and he asked him if he's ever been that hot throwing the ball in Vegas before. And Carr said no. That's why I'm probably going to another team next year. So a little bit of shade at the Raiders, I guess.
Yeah, McDaniels was probably sinking in his chair when he heard that interview. That was probably not great for him. But we got a fun Sunday, guys. Like, I wouldn't just turn off the Pro Bowl like we normally do every year. Like, give it a watch. You know, let's give it a chance. I'm excited for Peyton and Eli. And then next week, of course, you know, we're leaving our Super Bowl picks as a mystery for now. You know, we will say this, though. We have opposite opinions, but we're not telling you who's going with what. It might be, you might not expect it. You might not expect it. We're throwing a curveball at you. But, yeah, that brings us to next week. It's going to be exciting. You know, the Super Bowl. I always get so fired up for the Super Bowl. It's one of my, like, favorite. I call it a holiday, honestly. Don't you? Like,
Me too.
Super Bowl Sunday. It's just like another holiday. So enjoy the Pro Bowl for now, everybody, and we will see you next week for the Super Bowl video.
I'm looking forward to the Breaking Bad commercial.
Yes, I forgot about that. And I thought there was another commercial, Jalen Ramsey, and did you see that? Like, it was like a trailer. Like, Jalen Ramsey potentially had a commercial or something. It looked pretty funny. So yeah. I think there's going to be some funny commercials this year for the Super Bowl as well. Good. I'm actually low-key trying to get down there. I'm thinking about going down to Philly in the chaos. Yeah. I haven't told my dad yet because I know we want to watch the game together.
You got to climb a light pole.
I got to climb a light pole. I've honestly, like, had the dream for a few years now, and you never know when I'm gonna get the chance. The Eagles, who knows when they're gonna be in the Super Bowl? So I'm gonna try to get a light pole climbed, and I'll film it for you guys. I'll definitely show it to you guys. But for now, that's it. We are out. Chris and Teach. Doss will be back next week for the Super Bowl vid. Let's see who goes in his dog cage. You guys are gonna have to wait and see. Well, we'll see. We'll see where the Super Bowl goes. Peace.